City of Stevens Point Special Police and Fire Commission meeting, recorded November 7, 2022.
All right, it's 2:45. We'll call to order the Special Police and Fire Commission of November 7th. Leanne, could you please call the roll?
Moore.
Here.
Rozek. Here. Kirschling.
Here.
And Ostrowski.
Here. Okay.
It looks like
Agenda item number 3. We
he's on the
have.
phone.
Huh?
Brandon's on the phone outside.
Well, that's not my problem.
Okay.
Item number 3 is discussion and possible action with the modification to the 2023 budget. Fire Department Chief Moody, please go first.
All right, so initially when we came, I know Chief Kosu and I came in front of you last month to discuss our operational budgets. We had made all of the necessary changes for 2023. Again, the fire side, we saw a $42,000 cut on the EMS budget and approximately a $53,000 cut in the operational budget on the fire side. I was contacted by the mayor and asked to cut an additional $5,000 out of the operational budget, which each department head will be doing in order to make sure that all non-represented employees within the city receive a 3% raise in 2023. With that request, I went back into the operational budget and cut an additional $2,500 out of software and licensing fees, and an additional $2,500 out of general seminars and educational expenses. Those are two of the larger operational line items that I have within the operational budget. And otherwise, to cut $5,000 out of some of the smaller line items, it was not feasible. So total this year, with the $42,000 and $53,000 and now the additional $5,000 to ask for, the fire department will see $100,000 total cut out of the operational budget on the fire and EMS side.
Thank you, Chief. Yes, go ahead.
Chief, those items that you cut it from, how much of their budgets that we used up in the last few years?
All of it and more.
That's what I wanted for the record. Thank you.
So obviously, coming from you, obviously I know that you watch our software and licensing fees and have always said to budget appropriately. With both of those line items, we've increased them significantly over the past few years, going from $13,000 up to $17,500 up to $20,000, and now back down to $17,500 initial with the initial cut, and now I had to cut an additional $2,500, so I'm back down to $15,000 in software and licensing fees. And with training, we went from 2020 only having about $5,500 in our training and general expenses up to, as of last year, budgeting $17,500. This year was going to be $20,000, and now we're going back down again.
I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Chief Kuso, unless there's any other questions for Chief Moody? Seeing none. Chief Kuso, same for you?
Same, yep. Same exact story for us as well. So we looked at it. Assistant Chief Williams was here last week to take a look at our budget, and we ended up taking it out of our crossing guard wages. We are down on crossing guards, and we have not used that amount up in the last couple of years, and so we're taking it from the $5,000 from that account.
Any questions for Chief Kuso? Okay, we're looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the chief's modification of the 2023 budget as presented.
Okay. We have a motion. We have a second from
Second, Mrozek.
Mrozek.
Thanks,
Any
Chief.
further questions or comments?
I do have discussion under the motion.
Okay.
Just so everyone is aware, even though these line items have been changed that we discussed specifically, there are going to be some other minor changes before it's finalized due to the fact that the non-represented employees will now receive that 3%. We won't see a lot of that in our operational budget, but there is going to be some flex in healthcare and wages as well. So it's just not those specific line items and the cut. Some of that's going to be flexed in there as well.
Okay. Chief Kuso, did you have any commentary for this?
Not for this particular one, I just have informational stuff about the budget for 2023 and 2022.
Do that before we continue.
Okay.
Please.
So this is just informational. We all are aware that Leanne was planning on retiring by the end of the year. She did come up with a date, and she notified me this morning that her last day of work will be November 18th, and that she will be using vacation, accrued vacation, and all the way until January 6th. And what her letter states is that while she's on vacation, that's the plan, is to retire, her last day being January 6th, but that's if there's unforeseen circumstances that allows her, or she needs to come back here, she still can. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting our lead record specialist, Candy Tork, she's going to be put into Leanne's position starting on the 21st. And with that, because it's a 6-month temporary assignment until the 6th, she will be put into a different bracket, and she'll be going to pay scale grade from I6 to L2. And we'll be temporarily reassigning Becky Long, one of our record specialists, to lead record specialist, and she will be moving from pay scale G5 to I2, and this is all according to our policy 207, where if they take an assignment for 6 weeks or greater, they do get that pay increase up to 5% or more. So that's just informational on what we're taking steps here at the Stevens Point Police Department.
Thank you very much. More operational fun. Any further questions about the budget modifications from anyone? No, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Moving on to agenda item number 4, which would be the consideration of a motion to adjourn into closed session in accordance with section 19.85, parent 1, parent C, and 1G for the purpose of consideration of employment status of employees over which the commission exercises jurisdiction and conferring with legal counsel regarding potential litigation that the commission may become involved in, including discussion regarding fire union grievance. The commission will not reconvene into open session at the end of the closed session. So we need a motion to go into closed session.
Motion to move according to item 4 of the agenda.
Taylor seconds.
Motion and a second. Leanne, could you call the roll?
Taylor?
Aye.
Ostrowski?
Yeah, aye.
Kirschling?
Yes.
Rozak? Yes. Moore?
Yes. Okay, we're going to move into closed session.
A video of this meeting is available for viewing on the city's website, stevenspoint.com/videos.